never know. None of this is familiar to me, but it all looks the same, so...
What are you doing out here anyway? This clearly ain't your natural habitat.
No, I'm just visiting. I'm from New York City, actually.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. There was some talk at the country club about this burgeoning little resort town called Strawberry. So I thought it might be quite the trip to see what all the fuss was. Perhaps make a few investments while it was still undervalued. Turns out I was made the fool.
Not enjoying it, Dan?
It's a town of splinters, if you could call it much of a town at all. I'd hardly stepped off the carriage and I'd taken in the whole place. I suppose some might call it charming. Let me tell you, charm is not worth much these days. You show me a timber frame shack and I'll show you Broadway. And meanwhile you have this mayor, a quite intolerable blowhard. A little bespoke woodwork and he thinks this is a cultural hub? The man's completely deluded. Well, I should give him some credit. He must be quite the salesman. He did get me out here after all, more fool me. Now I'm tromping through the leaves and the muck with some cowboy. No offense.
Little taken.
Oh, I remember that. We're on the path. Are we close to town? Sir, you've rescued me from the depths! You seem quite the resourceful sort, sir. If for some reason you plan to spend any time in Strawberry, you may want to look into that gabbing mayor. Something is definitely off with him.
All right. Well, keep that in mind. Maybe stay in town for now, huh?
A rock and a hard place. Thanks anyway.
New Yorkers. Jesus.
It drives me to serve you, to bring you the great news. The great news that you are saved today, if only you will follow me and do as I say, so we can spend eternity together.
Hey, partner.
Hello, sir. Do you want to be saved?
Yep.
Not really. Not really the type, I fear.
No one does. No one ever does. I lay out eternity and they run like the wind.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
My wife makes me do this, you know. She's not a nice woman. Not nice at all. Good luck now.
signaling to you.
I suggest you cut and run, friend.